talented, the amazing Berkley, the artist.
Sometimes I stumble, and sometimes I cry. Sometimes I look to the Father and say, why, oh why? 'Cause I try to live my life humble, just stay in my lane. I don't wanna cause any trouble, yo, now. I don't wanna feel any pain, but when you call me, I'll go. Whether my heart says yes or no, 'cause I wanna be with you always, to the end of time. Oh, time. I'm so glad that your faith in me is so much better than mine. What's going on? What's going on? How are you?
Oh, that's the way you enter a virtual room. That is it. Welcome, sir.
Thank you for having me so much, Dr. Tamika. Bob, I appreciate every time I get to work with you in this capacity in front of our friends, because we have quite a story together, right?
We do. We definitely have quite a story, and you've already gotten applause here in the first 30 seconds.
Good.
We're on, yes. We have Jamila says, awesome. Robin says, sing, sir. Tamika says, bringing me back. Oh my gosh, she's remind her of Corey. You knew Corey.
Yeah, I did.
Absolutely.
I did. Amazing artist.
Yes, amazing. And yeah, I can see that, Tamika. Just briefly, I remember watching you, Frank, at Tisha Campbell's spot.
Oh yeah, Zen Lounge.
Yeah. And you were, I recorded that night. You were playing, Lim was on the drums.
Oh, my dude.
Yes, and you performed Purple Rain.
That's my song.
When I tell you, I was like, I didn't know if I was at the club or at church. I didn't know. I didn't know which one.
Sometimes, you know, yeah, when that spirit starts to move, you know.
Yes.
Brings everything up to the surface.
Absolutely. It brings everything up. And what Tamika said here about Corey, it was when you were up there, I just felt like him. I felt, you know, and it was just so amazing. But you are so talented. I had to bring you back because for those of you who don't know, Frank was on before and we did it live on IG.
Yeah, we did.
We did, and it was great.
It was great except for the Teddy Riley issues we were having. We were having Teddy Riley technical difficulties that day. But we made it through.
Yes. We absolutely made it through. My auntie said she was waiting on more. That was beautiful.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on, AT.
Come on, AT.
AT.
Okay, so I promise you guys, how about this? If you stick with us till the end, Frank, would you give him a song on the way out?
We'll do a little more at the end for sure.
Sounds good. So just talk to me. How are you? How are you feeling? What's been going on with you?
I am feeling so alive. I feel so good. I feel I feel clear and excited and anticipating so many good things for my life and for everybody else's life that wants that. So to be honest, I feel great. I feel
Mm.
amazing. How about you? How do you feel?
I feel good, Frank. I really do. And when you said alive, like that's dope.
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
because many people don't feel like that. We're living in such just tumultuous times. I say, it's just really stressful for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Every day on the news, we're just hearing terrible reports, and so
Yeah.
to feel alive.
Yeah. I say it's a bizarre time. That's the word I've chosen to characterize this time.
Yeah,
Bizarre.
that's good. Yeah.
Because bizarre can be anything. Like you can go to the circus and it's just a bizarre show, right? Or
Mhm.
you could be like in one of the worst moments of your life and everything is just bizarre how things are working out. So I use that word because it reminds me that I have the ability to see it
Mm.
any way. You
Mhm.
know, it can go left, it can go right, it can go up, it can go down, but I have the opportunity to make it
Mhm.
feel the way I want it to feel. And yes, it's bizarre out here. I mean, I feel like at any moment the Twilight narrator is going to start. The Twilight guy is going to say, "Welcome to the Twilight Zone." I feel like that's going to happen any moment, but I choose to say I like the Twilight Zone
Mhm.
instead of feeling like, "Oh my God, I'm in the Twilight Zone." I just have to make myself make a choice about it, and so I've chosen to feel alive.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
love it. I love it. I love it. And I agree. Ditto. Yes. I
yeah,
definitely think bizarre is a good adjective. I think the Twilight Zone, I would agree with that. And then another powerful thing you said is that you choose.
yeah,
We have to choose, right? How
yeah.
we're going to feel. We cannot control what's happening,
No,
but we can choose how we react to it. We can choose what we do every day, right?
right. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Every day I get to wake up and and so do you and everybody else out there
Mm-hmm.
watching with us, even now or in the future.
Mm-hmm.
You have the opportunity to make up a decision in your mind on what you want today to be. You may not be able to control the circumstances, but you can choose how you're going to feel about it or how you're going to get through it. And some
Sure.
days I don't always make the choice that is the most effective one, but today I did. So I'm grateful for that.
That's I love that honesty. I
Yeah,
love that honesty, right? Because every day just isn't a good day. And that's okay.
no, no.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
make a choice on what is good, right?
Mhm. Right. Right.
I made it through this day.
Mm-hmm.
I can make another one tomorrow. So,
Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. Now,
me
guys,
too.
Frank is, as I mentioned before he came on, he is a vocalist. He's a vocal coach.
Hmm.
He is a songwriter. He is a professor
Yeah.
at Loyola University. And he just finished an amazing performance at the House of Blues, which I did watch and I commented. And so and so tell us about that House of Blues performance. Take us through that process. Like, how did this even happen?
It's really cool because there's this guy, his name is EJ, and he's doing this really cool thing called For the Culture at the House of Blues, where he's giving artists that are really talented and impeccable artists that live in the city the House of Blues stage, the House of Blues lights, the House of Blues brand, and saying, look, take an hour, we'll broadcast live from the House of Blues, do what you do. And I think that that's really amazing because I am in a city and you're from this city where
Mm-hmm.
everybody's amazing, right? You walk down the street, you see some kids playing a horn and tap dancing, and you're like, why are you not on Broadway?
Right, right.
So the thing that's very bizarre about that is that you have so many talented people, and yet we go outside the city to get people to bring them in. So I love what the House of Blues Live Nation is doing right now with EJ by looking inside of its home and taking its people that are so great and putting it on such a superb stage. So
Mm-hmm.
that was the beginning of that, doing connecting with him, and he told me what his vision was. And then this was my opportunity to really shine and
Mm-hmm.
really show people what I can do. A lot of people know that I've been a singer for a long time, but over the last few years, I've sang with a lot of groups and bands as the lead singer or as a partner. So, with that, you get to share ideas and share personality. But this time, I get to just bring everything to the front of what I am loving and I am feeling. So you get to really get me 100%. And I
Mm-hmm.
think that people are liking what they're feeling because
Mm-hmm.
there's nothing else behind it or in front of it. I can just show you completely and purely what I love, what I
Right.
do, how I want to
Mm-hmm.
do it, how I want you to feel, how I want you to act. And I think people are liking that. So this is my
Yeah.
show in a long time doing that.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
And I have come to support you when you were with, various groups and things like
Yeah.
that. And you were always amazing. I mean, just very consistent, always producing a great show. And I will say sometimes, and this is just off the cuff,
Please,
not,
please.
saying it negatively toward anyone, but you are a star. And sometimes when you're a star, you cannot bring it down. You can't dim your light. Once
Yeah.
you get that microphone, once those lights come on, you
Yeah.
are all of you.
I understand that.
Mhm,
And to be honest, I accept it.
mhm.
I accept it because I have always understood it, but I was afraid to shine. I was afraid to shine.
Why is that?
If I really want to be honest, do y'all want me to be really honest about it?
Please.
Or do you want like an answer that will feel good? But
You already know what I want.
I want to be honest. And
Uh,
I think if we have people out here listening, you want to hear the truth, right? You want to
mhm,
hear what really happens. I think with me and with you and with everybody else in the world that turns their light down,
mhm,
you know that you're going to be great. And you know you're going to have to make strong choices because you're great.
mhm,
So
mhm,
you choose to just turn it down so you don't have to make those choices. Because then you have to like really be responsible for your greatness.
mhm,
And
mhm,
so sometimes I think we walk into the room and we know that we're the smartest person, or we know that we're the best leader, or we know that we might be really attractive. But to make everybody feel comfortable, what do? We
yeah.
like play it down. We play it down, not just because we want people to like us, but because if we actually acknowledged who we were, we would not have any excuses to attain all of our dreams.
Come on.
And
Mhm,
so, to be perfectly honest, I just felt afraid to step into my fullness.
mm,
And I'm learning every day when I look at the life of Jesus, how Jesus would say, people would say about him, he thought it not robbery to consider himself equal with God.
come on.
That is like huge. Like
Mhm,
Jesus knew who he was and he did not apologize for it. He said, I and my Father are one. Boom,
mm.
boom.
Boom.
Let somebody walk in the room and talk about me and my Father are one. We're gonna be like, get out of here. Get my Father.
Right, right. Right, right, right.
We'd be
Yeah,
so mad with them.
yeah,
But
yeah.
they weren't I'm trying to learn from Christ.
Mhm,
And I want to be honest about what God has given me. And when I don't know something or if I'm not great at something, I'm the first to say, I need help. I want to learn more. I'm not as great there. I'm a novice there. Please give me more
mhm,
education or skill level. But when
mhm,
I am great about something, I just said this to someone the other day who's a student of mine. We were talking about, acknowledging the truth about who you are and yourself.
mhm,
I said, which doctor do you want to go to for surgery? The doctor that comes in and says, well, I'm a really good doctor. I'm just humbled. I don't want to tell you I'm too great, but or do you want the doctor, the surgeon to come in and say, I'm the best person in this hospital. I can get you cured. I have the most experience, and I feel confident about it. What plan of action would you like to take? I'm going with the doctor that
Of course.
exudes that
Mm-hmm.
they are sure.
Mm-hmm.
They are sure. And I want to live my life like that now. That I am sure. That I'm
Yes.
clear. And ain't that what Jesus did?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That is what Jesus did. And let me tell you something. I love that. And Robin says she loves your honesty as well. And Jamila is, chiming in. She says she's not hiding any longer. And that's really deep, and that is powerful because you're helping me with that. And it's true sometimes when you are gifted and you're talented and you're living in purpose, you do feel like you have to kind of dumb down, and I love that you're saying you're not going to do that. You have chosen not to do that. So
I did it too long.
There you go. Mm-hmm.
I'm just tired. I'm tired of living below the level that I was called to live. Mm-hmm. That has nothing to do with money. That has nothing to do with intelligence or power. That has everything to deal with truth. I want to live in the truth, and the truth belongs to me. Mm-hmm. Your truth belongs to you. I think that's the other thing. We look at so many celebrities and we look at so many people on television, and we want to know their truth. Know your truth. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. They're trying to know their own truth.
Yes, they are.
So if we could focus inward, then what will permeate out of us will be beautiful. Will smell fragrant. Will blossom, and then other people can look at it and go, "Oh my God, I love how he's blooming. Oh my God, I love how she's blooming." And you and I can look at other people and say, "Oh my God, I love how you're blooming." Like just inward.
Yeah. I love it. And I agree with that because when you're walking in purpose and when you have that confidence and when you're looking inward, people can see it. It's like your light is shining.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. Let me ask you this, Frank. You said you didn't always live like that. And so was there a specific event, a certain time in your life where you just had time to really reflect and make a decision to live the way you're living now?
There have always been moments where, you guys are out there, you have that aha moment, you have that God moment where you're like, wait a minute, I don't have to live like this. I can change. We have a lot of those. It can be through watching a movie. It can be listening to a song. It can be hearing someone's story, right? Or you see a person walk by you at school or at the mall or at your job, and they walk with so much life and invigoration, and you can feel it coming off of them.
Yeah.
So, you're not just saying I want that. You're saying I am that too. I just don't know how to
get to it.
Get to it, right? Or open it up. Well, that's not abnormal. We all feel that way. The difference is when you decide to make the choice to live that versus feel that. And so when I was overcoming COVID, is when I made the choice to live it. Okay, I had been having spurts of sampling it.
Sampling.
Testing it out. But I came in and didn't just sit down to dine. I realized it was my kitchen. My kitchen. It's not just me tasting. I'm tasting my own food, but do you want to get in there and cook? Wow. Do you want to get out there? I love to cook. I love to cook. I love to host. You come over to me, I'm like, I like to walk around. You feel good? You want this? You need something else to drink? I love to host. I want to host my own life. I'm going to host my own life. And I had this dream during COVID where I saw myself. Not this, not this. Not this. I saw the entity of
Mm-hmm.
who I am. I was like, oh my God. I mean, literally my words in the dream when I saw the figure in the mirror, I said, is that me?
Mm.
I'm like, I'm looking around like, y'all see this? Y'all see that? Is that me?
Mm-hmm.
And I could hear a voice, which I liken to God, saying, yeah, that's you.
That's you.
And I was like,
Yes.
like that
Mm-hmm.
lady on the that they do the Instagrams of. There's a fire, and I was like, Jay.
Right.
I really felt like that. I really felt like, whoa, this is me. I never saw me before.
Mm.
When I saw me, I cannot pretend to be anything else.
Mm.
Because I had an experience. God gave me an experience with myself.
Yeah.
And so I can't go back. And there are times when I get scared or afraid or timid.
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay too. But again, I still got to make a choice. Like, oh, I'm nervous. Oh my God, they're not going to like me. Even right now as I speak to you all right now, I want you to know there's a side of me going, stop being so bold. Stop being so big. Stop being so great, because people are not going to be able to receive it. And they're not going to understand it. They're not going to like you. There's a side of me saying that. And then there's this other side of me saying, I did that already. I'm doing something different this time.
Yeah.
Lean into it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if I pay a price for it, can't be more than what I paid before.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I didn't get anything out of that.
Yeah.
At least if I get something out of this, I would have come out with profit. So
I don't know if you know, but you are low key preaching. So
no,
let me.
I do know.
Good.
You know, I think that's another thing. You know me, like coming up in the church world, knowing the Bible. Everybody's a preacher.
Mm.
We must, in my opinion, stop giving this title, this prestige to. Then the Bible says you are a royal priesthood.
Yes, it did.
But we're continuing to put each other in boxes like, you really have the gift. No. You have that gift too. Every single person has the ability to edify the body. So I am just present. Finally. I'm just present.
You're just present.
I'm just present. We all have the same capability. It's what are we open and present to? So if that is called a preacher, so be it.
Yeah.
If it's called a philosopher, so be it. If that's called the crazy man on the corner, so be it.
Right.
I'm just present.
Sure.
And I'm going to operate in as much wisdom as I can with it.
Yes. I love it, Frank. I love it. And yes, you have commenters, viewers saying, speak well, sir. Yes.
It's so funny because I'm so goofy. So like when I hear those things back, it's just, it's beautiful and kind. But y'all, we all have the same power.
We do.
We got the same power, yo. Every single one of you are so valuable.
Yes.
And I'm so grateful to be able to have a moment to share with you. Like share, you know, last thing I'm gonna say about this, about ministry, I think like we forget, like when I hear the word ministry, I think about the word administer. Like that's what I think about, administration or administer, and that there's a system in place that I can be used as a conduit to just
vessel,
just pass things out and play my part.
Sure.
Nothing is greater, nothing is less. I just want to administer as I get it. Conduit.
Conduit. No, Frank, you have said a lot in the past 2 to 3 minutes, and everyone's agreeing with that. And one thing that stood out for me is that yes, we all have the power. We just have to be able to access it. And to be able to access it, we have to believe we have it. Right? We have to believe we have it first. We have to be confident in knowing that we can reach it.
Can we talk about that?
Of course we can.
I think, okay, I'm really coming off the cuff with this, so charge to my my brain. I think that it's a slippery slope if one of the steps to enlightenment is to know that you have it. I think that's a tricky because what about the individuals that are unsure about what they have? Does that mean that they can never achieve it? I don't think so. I think it is a willingness to be used. I think if we start there, and if that is the only step, enlightenment occurs.
Okay.
Are we willing? Are you willing? Are you willing?
Are you willing?
Are you willing?
Yeah.
Because you could know that you have the gift. See, I believe that Hitler knew he had the gift. He just wasn't willing to be a servant to be used. There are many people that know what Lucifer knew what the gift was.
Absolutely.
So personally with me, I take that knowing off the table now. Personally. Again.
Okay.